So guys, this is the video that made Akpabio cry when Natasha was spotted in the sky. Guess what? They blocked all the roads in Kogi State so that Natasha cannot access her constituency. But shockingly, she appeared in the sky in an helicopter. This was what shook everywhere. Don't also forget that Natasha made a very strong allegation, against the Senate president, not just about recalling her, that they plan to buy her in her constituency. So guys, I'm going to allow you just take your time, watch this video to the end to hear what Senator Natasha, said during this gathering. It's going to shock you. Take a look.
Vigilante, it's on the other, all there, if I hear it. Oh, I hear it.
Barely 24 hours before arriving at her country home in Oke by helicopter, the Kogi state government had imposed a ban on political rallies, while the local government chairman in Senator Udwan's constituency had enforced a curfew restricting public movement. Speaking to a large crowd in her hometown of Ihima, Senator Akpabio explained that her recent trouble stemmed from speaking out against bad governance in the country.
The reason why I have been persecuted so much in the past 1 month is because I dared the bad, corrupt system. I refuse to do things the way they usually play politics. I refuse to be silenced. As I worked diligently, as I brought the dividends of democracy to you, I created enemies among some of my colleagues. There are some that felt I subjected them to ridicule. They told me, Natasha, your empowerments, by your empowerments, you're making our constituents insult us. So I kept on apologizing to them.
She vowed that any effort to recall her from the National Assembly would fail, asserting her determination to continue fighting for the people of Kogi Central.
On the 12th of March, Akpabio spoke to Governor Ododo to recall me. But he told him it would be impossible because the masses are with her, the people are with her. But Akpabio was not satisfied. He then sent for Yahaya Bello. And it was actually Senator Asukwo from Cross River that drove Yahaya Bello from Hilton Hotel. I was informed of everything. And when I got to know, hold on, the meetings was in 2 folds. He told him to commence my recall and that he was going to fund it. Of course, monies changed hands that night. The second thing he told him was that he should try and kill me. I didn't make this public, but I wrote to the IG of police. And Akpabio told Yahaya Bello, I am saying, standing by what I've said. He told him that he should make sure that killing me does not happen in Abuja, it should be done here. So it will seem as if it's the people that killed me here. I didn't make that public, but we did notify the security agencies of that.
Senator Udwan also appealed to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to remain impartial, emphasizing that the world is closely watching the outcome of the recall process.
I am actually really pleased with the massive turnout by my constituents to receive me. More importantly, the fact that they were able to dare the unjust restraints that were placed by the governor yesterday, which called for the cancellation of rallies and gatherings and all whatnot. I mean, it's very heartwarming to know that my people were able to come out in such numbers, in their thousands, waited for me since morning, you know, and prayed that I actually come, because, you know, it takes, I keep saying that democracy is all about the people. The government, the real true government are the people. And if I, as a representative, see this amount of love and support, then I think that's where I get my courage from. And then I have no option but to yield to that pull from the people. So I'm so grateful that they came out. I'm so thankful for this reception. And I'm also grateful to my husband for his generosity, I would say, because we spent pretty much all night with our think tank brainstorming how to maneuver the various restrictions that were placed by not only the governor but the Commissioner of Police earlier today. So we took a whole lot to think, okay, we were not to use the waterways because even the fishing activities were suspended today. So that means any movement on the water could be seen as countering the government order. So we had to take away the access in Kogi Central to the waters, because, you know, would have as well gotten in through Ajakuta local government. And then we thought the roads, we saw the list of all the roads that were going to be barricaded from the east, west, south and north. We knew there was no way we could enter the state. The only option we saw was through air. And then immediately we began to make efforts towards that. So, like I say, it takes a whole lot of resources, courage, support from the people, and God Almighty to have made this possible. And I thank God, because at the end of the day, it just shows that, you know what, against all, people must find the courage to dare unjust situations. That's it. And whatever happens from today, well, I just commit every day to your hands. With regards to what statements I made today, yes, I still insist on my stance that I was sexually harassed by the Senate President, and that the harassment generated into malice, which denied me a lot of my privileges and rights on the floor of the National Assembly, and by extension denied the people of Kogi Central. Each time he denied me a chance to present a concern was him subjecting them to a denial of federal representation, and that's wrong. This is democracy. You can't extend your personal vendetta on one person to the people, you know. And of course, again, I said my suspension is illegal. It's unjust because it contravenes the Nigerian Constitution and even the Senate rules that says the senator should be suspended for just 14 days. Why 6 months? Especially when there are a series of court precedents, you know, in Ali Ndume and Omo Agege's cases. You see that the courts have time after time said you cannot suspend a senator that is duly elected. You cannot, and if you have to apply by the Senate rules, then it will be 14 days. And that's, again, for very serious offenses. So when they say that I was suspended, not for the sexual allegation, but for gross misconduct, the question again is, what exactly did Senator Natasha Dribbled do on the floor of the Senate that amounts to gross misconduct? I didn't fight. I didn't insult anybody. I wasn't violent. So what did I do? I didn't tear anybody's shirt. We've had senators fight. We've had senators slap each other. We've had senators tear clothes, throw things. In short, even the last 2 weeks, you've seen a whole lot of heated debates on the floor. But nobody was suspended. Why? Because I'm a woman? Or why? Because I'm a minority among minority? Because when you talk about the larger tribe, ethnicities there, you have about 20 Yoruba senators, Hausas, you have a lot of them, but I'm the only one there. So why? I'm actually even very disappointed that my senators from Kogi, especially the senator from Kogi West, took it upon himself. He did not even mention the fact that Senator Karimi also cooked up a report trying to label me as if I'm a KGB agent infiltrating the National Assembly to disrupt the 10th Assembly and democracy. So what I did in that was that I took a preemptive measure by writing to the police so that they could invite Senator Karimi to testify or attest to the fact to how he knew about the so-called KGB agent and the infiltration moves. So I call my suspension illegal and unjust, and I hope that the courts will do justice. It's unfortunate that Justice Egwato recused himself on the 25th of March 2025. He did mention that he was recused because of the petitions that the Senate President wrote against him. But then I also got to know, like I said, allegedly, that he was also threatened, because that's what usually happens. And I respect his decision, but I pray that the next judge, who is Justice Binta Nyako, actually will be strong enough to stand against any threats. Because at the end of the day, if the bad people keep winning, that means the entire country will suffer and our democracy suffers. So we need courageous people to strengthen the institutions who are supposed to be independent anyways. I look forward to getting back to the Senate so that I could resume my functions as a senator duly elected by my people. But if perchance I am not recalled at time, I will still continue carrying out my activities. Tomorrow we're going to commence the reconstruction of 3 primary healthcare centers in Kogi Central, and we have a lot of other activities on. We also have some empowerment programs that will be coming up this week here. It doesn't stop me from doing my work, even if it means I have to work extra hard, you know, since I'm out of office temporarily, to make my people feel the good impact of democracy. But I pray that Nigerians across, even beyond Kogi Central, will be able to continuously lend their voices, because an injustice to me is an injustice to everyone. We all see what is happening to Governor Fubara himself, whereby he's suspended for 6 months as well, against the backdrop, against the Constitution. You know, I did mention that the Nigerian Constitution does not allow the suspension of elected officers. So again, I thank Nigerians, I thank Nigerian women for their support, for their understanding. Yesterday, when I received the award for the voice of good governance, I mean, the chair in the hall when I was called just reaffirmed that many people are with me. Many women across Nigeria are with me in this fight for justice on the sexual harassment part, because many women are actually facing this ill, but they cannot just speak up. And most of these men, some of the men actually who criticize me, I will tell them, well, they should go home, call their wives, call their daughters and ask them. They will be surprised what their wives and daughters will tell them that goes on in workplaces or in the learning institutions. So generally, I want to appreciate Nigerians. I want to appreciate the international community, the many international organizations that have lent voices and wrote statements. I want to appreciate Auntie Obi Esekwesili, Kadraya Ahmed, and many others who have, irrespective of their regions or their states, they found a purpose in what I'm doing and have stood by me through thick and thin. And again, I'm going to call on INEC and I'm going to call on the police and the DSS. Hey, these are institutions that are meant to safeguard and strengthen Nigeria's ecosystem with regards to the good governance. So it's about time that they find courage to desist from being manipulated by the powerful people, especially those who have so much to throw around. It's about time they resist this temptation so that they will be able to serve ordinary citizens. I mean, if I myself, being a senator, can be subjected to so much attacks in just the span of 1 month, you can imagine what an ordinary citizen who wants to challenge the illegalities around will face. Do you understand? If I myself, with the support I'm having, with my family support and all that, and my party, I'm still able to face this much attack, imagine what it will happen to an ordinary person. So I think I'll just tell INEC, hey, they should just do what is right. The INEC chairman should not be afraid. He's going to retire soon. This is pretty much his last term. This is the time for him to redeem his image, especially with regards to the conduct of the past elections, as regards to the, especially what was captured in the several electoral observers' reports. The INEC chairman should do right by this recall. I know it's fraudulent. The signatures were collected, the few signatures amongst the lot were collected by fraud, deceit, and many were just manipulated. So it will be really gruesome to know that such illegality will succeed at this day and age. I have nothing been other than a good citizen, a law-abiding citizen, and I don't think I should suffer just because I decide to dare the corrupt institutions. Because what they're doing to me is trying to break me down. All of what has happened is just a plot to break me down, make me apologize, and make me fall in line and behave like every other senator or every other politician. But I have always said, I got into politics not to behave like a typical politician, but to try to reform the political space so that it can be safer and more effective, you understand, for Nigerians. So that's it.
So guys, this was the video of the day, the video that made Akpabio and those working against Natasha to cry. We all know that there was this plot to call Natasha back. You know, they went and fabricated signatures from nowhere, submitted to INEC. INEC told them that you guys didn't come with address. We don't have addresses. All of a sudden, they fabricated addresses and brought to INEC. INEC now accepted in the name of they want to recall Natasha. But guess what? Natasha has come out to reveal how Akpabio did not plan to recall her, did not just stop at that, but also plan to buy her. So guys, politics in Nigeria is becoming dirtier. And you know what? Senator Natasha said they notified the security agents that she's sure of what she's saying and that she's standing by what she's saying. So guys, these allegations are weighty. But she said they notified the security agents that the Senate president wants to buy her. Hey, Nigerians, politics in Nigeria, when you hear that it is dirty, you are beginning to see it now. So guys, we know that this lady was recalled. And everybody has been condemning that they don't have the power to suspend a sitting senator, just like Tinubu does not have the power to remove a sitting governor. The constitution is being trampled upon, by these people. But guess what? It does not care. For them, it doesn't matter. And Natasha was saying that, actually, since they tried to shut her down and she refused, it has not all gone well on the floor of the Senate. Now they are looking for a way to, after they've suspended her, they don't want her to come back again, even if it means spying her, that they are ready, they've already made arrangement on how to stop her from coming to Kogi State, or buying her, or recalling her. So much attempts have been made. Money was being paid. Money exchange hand, if I should use her term, just to make sure Natasha Akpabio does not return back to the Senate. So guys, Natasha has just revealed that politics in Nigeria is so dirty. You can imagine her coming out to say that they wanted to shut her down. She refused. They suspended her. They see she's still pulling weight. Now they went ahead to stop her from coming to Kogi State. They did not succeed. They also plan to buy her. That they've already made plans, arrangement. And she said they had to notify the security agents. So guys, politics in Nigeria is becoming dirtier. It's becoming dirty every day. And you can see it for yourself. You can imagine if Senator Natasha at her level should be going through all this. What do you expect from smaller politicians, junior politicians that have not reached where she is? That is why Nigerians, you have to stand up and take over this country. Let's take over this country and give it to patriotic human beings. People who want to do the work for the people, not people who are there for their own selfish interests. So the judge who is supposed to take on Natasha's case recused herself or himself because of threats. It's not an easy case to handle. For you to hear that a judge had to rescue herself or himself because of the threats that were coming. So guys, now Binta annual call. We are going to see how all this is going to play out. The same judge whom nnamdi Kanu accused that she and her husband are facing corruption allegation, and they are using his case to threaten her. So a whole lot is happening when it comes to judiciary in Nigeria. Is dead. Is dead. And that is why you can imagine a country where the INEC is dead, the judiciary is dead, the National Assembly is dead. What do you expect? Even the presidency is dead. What do you expect? What kind of leadership are you expecting from such a country? Zero leadership, honestly. If not that Nigerians are strong people, we cannot survive this situation we are into in Nigeria. If not for the strength that God naturally gave to Nigerians, it would have been something else. So guys, I don't know what you make of all this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.